Week 2 of the Diddy trial is underway, and Justin Bieber has finally spoken out against Sean Diddy Combs. He has released a public statement that addresses all of Diddy's accusations and names all of the celebrities he has implicated. You'll be surprised to learn who was involved. Prosecutors have presented evidence linking Diddy to A-list celebrities, demonstrating that Diddy wasn't operating alone, and that some of Hollywood's top people were assisting Diddy in hiding his wrongdoings. Now they're all falling out.
Back out and it's all of a sudden.
I'm scared that the security will pull out. I'll fucking run it to the high court.
I do feel bad, sorry for him. We're all trying to bombard.
Oh my god, I thought they called to me.
What care about, guys? It's money. You don't care about people. Only money. Only money. No people. You don't care about human beings. Go. Go. Go.
As jury selection began on May 5th in Sean Diddy Combs' sex trafficking trial, prospective jurors were shown a list of over 100 names, including celebrities like Kanye West and Mike Myers, who may be referenced during the proceedings. While none are accused of wrongdoing, the list raised eyebrows, especially as public support grows for Diddy's ex, Cassie Ventura, who settled her sexual abuse lawsuit against him in 2023. Other accusers, like Diddy Kane's Don Richard, were also on the list. Meanwhile, speculation swirls that Hollywood elites are quietly backing Diddy, even allegedly seeking a pardon from Donald Trump. Justin Bieber, once linked to Diddy during his youth, has broken his silence. Through a rep, he confirmed he wasn't abused, but believes others were stating support for victims seeking justice. His cautious wording suggests insider knowledge and has reignited scrutiny of his unsettling past interactions with the music mogul.
Old clips of the two hanging out while Justin was underage resurfacing.
Let's just go get some girls. Let's go hang out some girls.
Man after my heart, that's what I'm talking about.
We hit him like this, so me and you walking, we hanging out, a little later on the night after the Usher concert.
There's also this old Jimmy Kimmel Live segment, adding to fan fears about what might have gone down with Diddy.
Got me a Lamborghini.
Oh, well, that's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
When is that coming, that Lamborghini? We talked about this last
He
time.
had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
Oh, apparently not.
Some things, everything ain't for everybody.
All of this occurs as Bieber's fans worry about him. Week after week, the singer's inconsistent social media posts have believers wondering what he's seen behind the scenes in the industry. Justin was signed by Usher when he was just 13 years old, and Usher's record label, LaFace Records, acted on Diddy's orders to sign him. Once Justin joined the company, Usher gave him to Diddy. But Diddy wasn't Justin's manager, mentor, or even talent advisor. So why was Diddy granted custody of Justin?
I was flown out to Atlanta by a manager. His name's Scooter Braun. Flown out to Atlanta just to meet with him and meet different producers and different people. I was actually going to meet Jermaine Dupri at his studio. And who rolls up? Usher in his Range Rover. Yeah, rolls up, and I was like, "Is that who I think it is?" And Scooter was like, "Yeah." And so I ran up to him and I was like, Usher, I love your songs. You want me to sing you one?" And he was like, "Let's just go inside, little buddy. It's cold out." So the politest possible way he could say no, he did. And I was like, wow, he just turned me down. And I was a little disappointed. He had to go into a studio session, so I was like, whatever. And a week later, he actually watched my videos with my manager and was like, "Oh my gosh, why didn't I let him sing?" So flew me back to Atlanta where I got to meet him again, and he wanted to sign me. But there was something else.
Justin Timberlake, right?
Yes, Justin Timberlake also wanted to sign me. It was like kind of like, what happened was Justin Timberlake and Usher both went into a ring and boxed it out. And the outcome was Usher. I think it was a TKO.
Justin Bieber turned 15, and it suddenly seemed that Hollywood was keen to almost initiate him. I think that's the right word. Like there was almost like this initiation that he needed to go through. So I want you to be now super uncomfortable and watch this video of an interaction between him and none other than Diddy. Take a listen.
Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
What's up, man? You good?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Young brother, everything's good? Selling out arenas and everything?
Yeah,
starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, you know, through all my, partners and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you never really got my number, so.
Correct. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
Diddy allegedly used Justin and pimped him out to other celebs as well. There were rumors that Diddy was seeing Justin, and at about the same time, Justin began behaving out. Now, film of Justin partying with Diddy and appearing very uncomfortable is coming to light.
Check my bitch, I'ma break it again. Feds peeping the spot. Hey, stays outside like them Yeezys go dry. Yeah, she think.
Watch a little bitch, you get it mad. I'm getting rich, you get it mad. I'm getting rich.
Cookouts, yeah, that's why I'm standing on Ferraris, nigga. And the 6'4", 6'5", too big for a Bugatti. That's why I'm standing on Ferraris, nigga.
In the past few years, Justin has completely cut himself off from both Usher and Diddy, even turning down Usher's request to perform at the Super Bowl. Justin has testified that Usher was detrimental to his career and negatively impacted him because Usher was the one who gave Justin to Diddy. According to insiders, Diddy was having trouble signing Justin, and Usher only signed him as a favor to Diddy.
You get career, do you know Raymond Usher IV?
No.
Do you know an individual entertainer by the name of Usher?
Yeah, Usher, that sounds familiar.
Isn't it true that Usher was instrumental in starting your career?
What does that have to do with this litigation, Mr. DeKalb? This is just you trying to harass the client.
Before we came back here, you had asked me.
She's going to let her read back the question. Thank you for your memory.
Is it true that Usher was very instrumental in starting the career?
That was the last question. I was found on YouTube. I think that I was detrimental to my own career.
Justin Bieber, is continuing the purge. He has now moved to unfollow Usher. okay, his original mentor. So this is a very big story, and the reason why we should discuss this and we should not diminish what is happening, it's not celebrity drama. This is actually the fall of Babylon that we are witnessing, Hollywood Babylon, that is. Of course, many people, I believe, are accurately assuming that this has something to do, one element has to do with the Diddy lawsuit. A lot of revelations were made in the Diddy lawsuit. So I'm going to start this by saying allegedly. Okay, obviously, he has not yet been convicted of everything, but I knew that he was going to get arrested because after reading through this lawsuit, there were just so many pictures, way too many descriptions. He had hours of video footage proving his claims. I'm referring to the person who initially filed this, Rodney Lil Rod, a producer who went into great detail, laborious effort to basically describe almost a homosexual ring in which people were being drugged at various Diddy parties. But he describes how essentially him, being a young producer, they tried to initiate him into homosexuality. And I'm going to read this directly from a lawsuit. It says, quote, Mr. Combs, that's Diddy, used access to Stevie J and his knowledge that the producer, Mr. Jones, admired Stevie J to groom and enticed Mr. Jones to engage in homosexuality. But then there's a footnote in the filing, right? Because the names are redacted. And in the footnote, it reads that regarding the R&B singer that Diddy allegedly slept with, he performed at the Super Bowl and had a successful Vegas residency. So this let people know that very clearly the name that was redacted had to have been Usher, because it was Usher who recently performed at the Super Bowl, and it was Usher at the time of this filing who had just had a very successful Vegas residence.
In an interview with Apple Music, Justin talked about the unfavorable treatment he endured in the music business and how he still feels ashamed. Justin wants to shield upcoming musicians from this market.
For me, being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second. So, yeah, it's hard because I want her to know that, she can count on me. But at the end of the day, I don't want to, never going to force myself to be in a relationship with her. It has to be natural, right? So I just kind of, let her do her thing. And if she ever needs me, I'm going to be here for her. But yeah, just protecting those moments because people take for granted encounters and yeah, so yeah, I just want to protect her, I don't want her to lose it. I don't want her to go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody. So yeah, if she ever needs me, I'm just a call away.
They wouldn't let him to. Actually, it was mentioned that Diddy was attempting to take advantage of Bieber in a way that appeared rather predatory. Usher then intervened, handled, and took possession of him, promising to take care of him before sending him to the...
I get it. So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head. They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card. You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are. And that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it so that they can stay in place, what benefit is that?
Revealing even more well-known names. Wait if you thought this was crazy, because the list is always expanding and the stakes are higher than ever. Don't pass up this opportunity. Get your front row seat to all the courtroom drama by clicking the subscribe button, ringing the bell, and joining us right here.